I am excited to announce that I've made my very first product, the first thing I've ever released as something which is finished or close to finished. It's a solution for generating 3D for generating 2D icons. Um, you can see the icons that it's generated. Some of them they're falling here, raining from the sky. Um, it supports very diverse styles, which is super cool. Uh, it can give you a quite consistent output where they give you the same style that you put in. The way it works is of course you give it some reference images. So if we just go here, this is when you log in, you get to this page here. I want to show how to use the product and yeah, some of the cool things you can do. So I'll make a collection. That's the very first thing you'll need to do. And I'll just set fantasy. Here's where you can see all the icons that will be generated, and I haven't generated anything yet, so there's nothing. We can generate one by going to this generate tab over here. And then there's some different options. I think I'll go with this one for now. And then I will choose from the server. So I provide some starting points for beginning to generate some images. And you can use these to prompt some other stuff, right? Okay, so let's say I like this one, right? So let's do something which looks like this style, and we'll ask it to generate a, hmm, should we do an axe? A magical axe. Yeah, let's do that. Surrounded with a blue hue. Cool. So you'll write it up here, then you'll click this prepass button, and then it'll write the yeah it'll write it down here if you miss something or something. I'll just try to enhance it. I'm gonna do something else too. I will draw a sketch just to show how that works. Let's do a background, black background with a black background. And then let's do an axe like this. Whoops. And then it's like this, right? And then let's see what it'll generate from that. So the first two ones are just without the sketch, and the next one is with the sketch. Um, I'll just get back to you when this is all done generating, because it takes some time. Okay, so now they're all done generating. This one got good. It wasn't the type of axe that I wanted, but I didn't do a sketch for this one. But you can see it generates very much in the same style. You can give it more images, and then it'll not, because this is very, very just straight up the same thing, which you might want sometimes, but sometimes not. And if you don't want that, you can choose multiple images, and it'll lessen the effect of this. So I don't like this one. This one I don't like either. This one I almost likes, but it's a little bit too zoomed in. So I'll just try again with some new ones and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've generated some images, some more images. This time I used more references. Still, it took a lot of the hue from this one and this one because they have the same hue and we described that it should have this aura. Um, as you can see, some of the images are pretty good. Like this one is really good. This one is pretty good. This one is also pretty good. This one is also pretty good. This one's also kind of cool. The It's of course it's AI, right? It's never perfect, but I do think it's you can generate some nice icons using this. Um, I just want to show you. So we've been using the direct method so far, and I swapped to style and force. And just to clarify, these ones are without a sketch, and the four lower ones here are with the sketch. And so I'll do style and force now, which requires exactly 8 images to work. So I will find some more images. Okay, so I just tried to make it generate a piece of meat from this sketch, and it should generate these 2 images. I tried a new style, which is a more soft, cartoonish style, and I think this art style fits well into these ones. The meat looks a little weird, but it followed the sketch quite well. Um, I'm sure I can just try and disable and then see what happens. And we're back. So it generated these 4 icons. I think 2 of them are useful. I do like this one and I do like this one. These 2 I do not like. Okay, so now I can go to my collection and I can see all the images that I've generated. Um, yeah, I think this is quite a useful tool for doing icons specifically. I think it can make some icons which you just cannot. Um, yeah, here you can see the prompt and the icon stuff used to do it. So that's kind of cool. Here you can see the sketch, right? That was used to make these ones. Um, so yeah, very cool stuff. I hope some of you will try it out and maybe leave some feedback. It's very early. I know it's not perfect, but I do think it's pretty. I do think it's pretty cool, and I think it's the best tool I've seen that can do this. The usual problem that I found when I tried to generate these icons other places was that they typically just generate images of real life items because that's what models are used to train on, right? Where here I feel when you give it the references, it becomes so much better at creating something which keeps in line with the style that you give it, and I find that very useful. Um, yeah. Again, I hope some of you will try it out. It's free. You can generate 4 images for free. It is kind of expensive to generate the images, so you only get 4. But yeah, I hope you'll make some cool stuff with this.